A single question, a breathless yes, and a life changed forever under the shelter of a garden gazebo. Today, we capture the most momentous chapter of our journey, the promise of a lifetime. Welcome to the assembly of our final signature, the proposal. Welcome back to Rosewood Manor. I'm Asara, and today our story reaches its romantic peak. We are finally binding together signature 4, the proposal. We shall stroll through the manor grounds for a quiet walk around the lake and relive that perfect moment in the garden where the question was finally uttered, and witness the couple as they sit for their official portrait to mark the occasion for all of history. We are not just binding paper today, we are preserving a promise. Now do take note. The manor gates open for new creative sessions twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday. If you choose to accompany me on this promenade, I promise you this. By the time our season concludes, you shall hold not just a stack of papers, but a fully completed heirloom journal in your hands. To ensure no one loses their way, I have curated all our future lessons into a single playlist. Think of it as your personal map through the manor, allowing you to return to any chapter with ease. So do be sure to subscribe and ring the little bell. It is, after all, the only way to ensure the footman alerts you the very moment our next chapter arrives. Should you wish to procure these very same patterns and papers for your own journal, you will find a full inventory list tucked discreetly within the description box below. In this video, we are working with the Regency Romance collection, which is available in our Etsy boutique. Now, let us take up our ribbons and finish this chronicle of the heart. So here's what you will need to assemble the 4th signature, and I have pre-inked everything. So when putting a signature together, it is helpful sometimes to batch certain activities together. So in one segment, I gather all of my wonderful ephemera pieces and pocket pieces and fuzzy cuts and ribbons and laces and everything that I use to adorn the pages. And then I just go page by page and prepare each page. And then the next time I sit down, like today, and I assemble everything. It helps the mind to have more clarity and not to get overwhelmed with this beautiful project. So the usual things are gathered here today. We have some washi tapes, some stamps, some ball pins. This one is in rose gold. And I have found these very pretty rose gold flower eyelets from Craftelier. Scissors, and of course your glues that you prefer. I'm using the Barely Art glue and the Art glitter glue. So when I assemble the first page of a signature, I like to hint at what is inside. And this is the grand proposal signature, so I like to hint at that with the cover page of the signature. And here is what I'm using for that. This is one of the envelopes of the Regency Romance add-on kits, and I will use this as a very special opener to this signature. And I have also cut out some pieces from the Regency Romance Folio kit. And for the lace, I'm using the Art glitter glue whenever lace meets paper. Some people also use Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 beacon, but I can't use them. Here. Now, as closure, I would like to use one of my ribbons here. And so what I will do is I'm going to glue the ribbon here in the back. And then we'll flip it around and simply tie it in a nice bow. Let's cut the ends off. So this is our little page topper here for this signature. Beautiful. Before we glue that, I'm going to put some lace edging. So this Regency Romance journal has lace edged pages all throughout. And so for the signature, for the first page of the signature, I like to use a little bit of a denser lace. And then the subsequent pages will have a more delicate lace even. Always make sure to place the glue all the way to the ends of where the lace ends, so that way it won't fray as much or come off the sides of the page. And so what I will do here is I will actually leave some space to create another tuck spot. So I leave this end here open, but I'm going to double up on the glue line because it's a heavy cardstock and we want it to stick to that. So there we go. So this is the overture to this beautiful signature that awaits. There. So in this journal, I'm using also the elegant lined paper kit for the lined pages because it's nice to have some writing space also in our journals. There are lots of writing cards, journaling cards, and ephemera, but it's also nice perhaps to have some real writing space here as well. And of course, you can print as many as you like of these, depending on how much you like to use your journal for writing as well, of course. And some people just like to relax and don't write as much in them at all. So it all depends on how you wish to use your journal, of course. And since we are using this spot to write, I like to make flips around these writing pages. So that way it's easy to access, but at the same time we can still adorn the pages with some pretty designs here. This is such a nice delicate lace here. I have the set linked below because it is such a beautiful set and it includes a lot of lace. And here I have a little fuzzy cut from the kit, from the fuzzy cuts. And that goes right here. I like to add a little bit of dimension to the pages. They are so pretty and it's not always easy to cover them with more things, but sometimes it's nice to elevate the page a little bit through a fuzzy cut, through a three-dimensional one. You can also turn this into a tuck spot if you like. And so for this flip here, I'm only gluing this side here. It is so relaxing, just focusing our minds on beautiful images and imagery. So this image is from the horizontal pages from the kit that I printed out on cardstock. This is where they come in very, very handy. And we have a little postcard here that also has a writing space. So perhaps we'll put a little adornment here on that. And so for this one, I'm going to use the frayed burlap. Let's see which one. I found one right away. Beautiful. It's easier to put stamps on these tags when they slide into a pocket or something. And I always like to store the Tim Holtz pads upside down so that the ink pad is always saturated with ink. Beautiful. Yeah. And now we'll attach this with a washi tape. So I'll cut the size of the washi tape and then keep it stuck on my desk like so, like on the side here, because I then want to add some glue. So this is a pretty heavy cardstock and the washi tape doesn't have a very strong adhesive, so I want to make sure that it also flips and flops and flaps. Make sure to push the cardstock close to the paper. Sometimes it can get away from you, so we don't want that to happen. Again, it's a pretty heavy cardstock, so special attention is required until the glue dries. And the barely art glue dries fairly quickly, so you want to move fast. Let's double check here. I think I got it. Yes. And then open it. And there. A little postcard. So next here, the moment has come where the debutante is invited to the gazebo. And you can just feel the tension in the air as the couple approaches the gazebo. So there it is. How pretty. So we just want to frame this image here. It is getting exciting. This is the moment we have been waiting for. So for this page, I'm using the Folio from the Regency Romance Folio kit that we have assembled last Tuesday. And you can check the video for that below. But here it is again, just to show you again here what is in there. How pretty. We have all the ephemera, different tags in here, and most importantly, the ring box or the ring holder. And here it is, little ring here. And that goes right in here. This is a very substantial ephemera holder, and I won't even dare to think of gluing it in here because I also want to take it out and open it up and play with it. So what I thought, instead of making a big hidden paper clip here, I simply, because it won't really fit here, it would cover too much, I just tied a ribbon here on this golden paper clip here, and I will simply clip that in here on this page. There. And so here the couple walks around the manor grounds after the proposal by the lake. And so here we have a beautiful ribbon bow, and you can buy them pre-made, and they are linked below, of course. All the materials that I can find for you, they are all linked below. And here we have the manor tag, so I'm going to put an eyelet in here. And I'm using the ball pin and a pretty little flower charm. Don't we just love to bejewel our journals? And then it is time for a couple's portrait. And for this we'll do a little waterfall pocket here. So this is from one of the add-on kits. And then I found this pretty lace, and so I'll add this to it as well. Oh, how pretty. And then we have some more cards. So whenever gluing pockets in, if you feel like they're stuck, perhaps you can always check here with your bone folder to make sure. And there we go. So we have this pretty image here. It's a memento. And we have a little tag from the Folio kit. And also, these are backed with the lined pages kit. Not the elegant lined pages, but the lined papers, because this is just so perfect to back all of your journaling cards with this. And then we have a little medallion here. There. Beautiful. Do stay with me until the final page is tucked into place. Once our assembly is complete, I shall show you how to place that secret token we crafted, a finishing touch that ensures this signature truly beats with the pulse of romance. You won't want to miss the sight of our completed courtship story. So the center pages of the signatures I always leave blank until I have sewn in the signatures, and then I can add anything that I'd like to add. Sometimes it covers the entire pages, or sometimes it just gets a little bit in the way of sewing them in. So that is always a good thing to leave them open until the end. Next week we will sew in the signatures, and I will show you exactly how to do this. And it is so easy to do. You'll see. And so here we have another little atelier image. And so for this, I have cut this part here from the background pages. And to get this curve right if you want to cut out a pocket like this. Simply look for things in your house, in your home, that has a curve that works well. So I usually use this box cover here, and that has the perfect curve for me that I use. So this is another one of these lined backed ephemera pieces. And this time I'm going to use the Victorian velvet. Ah, it's always a surprise how the stamp turns out, and it's such a delight when it works. Beautiful. So how can you tell if you will have a pointed tail or like a, what I call a fish tail? Yes, it's very simple. When you fold this in half here, like so, you can hold your scissors either from the bottom, and that creates that fish tail. You can cut it from the top, and that creates a pointy tail. And I like to create a fish tail for this. I honestly don't know what the correct professional word for it is. That's what I call it, a little fish tail. See? Now you have a fish tail here. And that makes it easier to pull it through, go from the back, and then simply pull it through, like so. And to tug on the individual ribbon, and that tightens it nicely. There. So this is one side of this page. Beautiful. And since we have this pretty image here from the Folio kit, I wanted to include that here and make this into a little flip. Before I attach it, I'm going to add a little bit of lace here in the bottom. More strolling around the lake. And so I cut this piece out from the vertical background pages. Those stripes make such nice tuck spots and pockets. So whenever I cut off any of these images, there's usually in the bottom and on the top this beautiful strip. So that way you can easily use them then to make a tuck spot here. So this is what we'll do here for this. And for those of you who are new to journaling, to cut out this notch here, simply use a circle punch, and then you can cut that out here like so. And here, to put in here, I thought this might go nicely, this fan. I like the stamp. It's very pretty. And then I love this bird. Birds were very big in the Regency era and also in the Victorian era. And so we add this little bird here to watch over the couple's lake walk. Beautiful. We have the little bird watching over the lake walk. We have our little fan with us for the walk because the sun might come out and it might get warm. And then we have our parasol, of course, as well. And we have a beautiful little tuck spot. I love when I made them and I looked at them and I'm like, I was in love with them. They are so delicate and elegant and subtle, but so pretty. And we have one more proposal page. So pretty. That's another one that I haven't used yet. Ah. Oh, that turned out pretty. That turned out beautiful. Oh, I love it. It makes my heart sing. These designs, oh my goodness. And just to set the scene, I have here a little gazebo ephemera piece. Beautiful. So here we have a little bit more of the garden scenes. And perhaps there's a little love note hidden in the garden. So this garden is part of the manor grounds. So I want to add this little manor image here. This always adds a little bit of dimension to a beautiful image. And here we have another image of the atelier for the portrait painting. And here we have another flip. And this image is also from the vertical pages. How pretty. I love these flowers. And I purposefully cut these flips so that we can see the pretty decorations of these elegant pages. And here we have another little card from the Folio kit. So beautiful, this couple sitting at the pianoforte. This goes in here. And I have a little fuzzy cut for here to add a little something here. There. Oh, that came together so beautifully. And what is nice with these kits is all the colors are going together and you don't have to think about anything. You simply use whatever you like to use and it always matches. It's beautiful. And so we are here at the back page of this signature. So of course we want to make sure this also has a nice decoration. So I like to start with this design first on the outer edges here with the lace, and that makes it easier to center things. And so for this decoration here, I'm using parts of the Folio kit again. And this time I'm combining these two in this folio kit frame. I simply cut off a part of that folio, and then we'll add this image from the folio kit, right here on it. So it's nicely framed for this here. And then we'll have the heart above it, like so. That gives a nice finish with love at the center. Oh, how beautiful. Ah, what a beautiful finish. There it is. Signature 4 is complete and our story is told. Our debutante has found her match, and her journal is a testament to a love that shall endure. But even the most beautiful story needs a grand sanctuary to protect it. Do return this coming Tuesday, for we shall begin the final stage of our journey. We are preparing the elegant and romantic journal cover adornment, the finery that shall announce to the world the beauty contained within. It will be a session of lace, gold, rose, and absolute splendor. Ensure you are subscribed and the manor bell has rung, for the grand reveal is almost upon us. Yours in lace and ribbons, and with much love, Asara. Good day.